Oh, good morning, wakey wakey. Yeah, happy Monday. Happy Monday. Got to sleep in. Man, feeling it. Skated all day yesterday, just pushing. And I started off, I was having some pressure in my left knee. And just pushed through it. And it just wound up staying sore all day long. So I had to manage and discipline my fucking killing it. And not destroy my knee. So yeah, it was no big deal. The weather was beautiful. My friends were killing it, and I had an incredible time. So I gotta finish editing all that skating from yesterday and get today's recovery started for the hot bath. Yeah, let's soak this body. Let's do it. I hope your weekend was incredible. Let's do it together.
Ladies and gentlemen, Garfield and friends.
And pay attention. There'll be a test at the end.
Brother was.
Let's check these dragons.
When I was young, when I was like, I guess around.
Oh, I think they're done. They've been in there for a day.
Like the fire sprinkler company in Florida, it's called Dilo Fire Sprinkler. Yeah. So like it's all just now. It's like people send me photos of them.
It's interesting. Are you the only Dilo in your family, pretty much?
Yeah.
Feel it.
Yeah.
We're just gonna get up like normal.
Yeah.
It's mind blowing.
Adrenaline is crazy, bro. When you're like in it like that, and then like you don't feel
Black
it.
dragons.
It like took me really
like shitty luck with the injuries, you know, and you're like,
Right.
fuck, man.
But you know what though, skaters, man, you keep persevering, and dude, you just keep going. You know, like ankle break's not going to stop you. A leg break, like an ACL, like they're not. Nothing's going to stop you until you physically cannot push on a skateboard.
Riddle me this. There are 3 men in a boat with 4 cigarettes, but no matches. How do they manage to smoke?
But it's very relieving to know that you're like, okay, I'm
Ooh,
not
they came out nice.
fucked up. Because like, as a skater, we all start to, ask the question, or am I ever going to be as good? Is this going to hinder the rest of my shit? Like, so it's nice to finally get that, like, because I always tell people, man, like, injuries are so, they happen. And like physical therapy, all that PT, it's like, it's so important, man. And I always, dude, skating's not going to go, it's not going anywhere.
Yep.
If you can, do all the physical therapy you can and get back on your board when you're ready and not like prematurely, it's going to be so much better for you in the future.
Yeah.
Because there's so many people that even don't do stuff about their injuries, and they get back on their board, and then it's just like, it's this chain reaction, man.
Dude,
and all of a sudden, 3 years down the road, like they can barely even skate anymore. It's like, dude, if you would have taken that time to just do your shit.
Dude, yeah, it's like this whole experience has been, like I
Yeah,
said, it's like,
it's that one time where you have to like almost test yourself on patience.
yeah, man.
Yeah, it's very like mindful. Keep that in mind.
Dude, I've been like, this injury was kind of me being like, you know what? I can't do all this. I can't juggle all this anymore. Like, I can't skate in pain. I can't, like, because you start having, not a resentment towards skating, but I started looking at it like, I can't even, like, enjoy my time skating because I'm in pain all the time.
Right,
and, like, you got to, whatever, shoot an ad, do all this, and you're just like, dude.
And just the pure aspect of skateboard.
Yeah.
Every person listening to this podcast right now, like, knows an injury.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're not new to it. So like talking about it, I think is a great thing. It's like, every person goes through this. Maybe not every people talk about it. You know, there are a lot of people now maybe documenting it, like P-Rod's like recovery stuff. But I think it's inspiring. You know, I think it's like, man, like somebody out there that's like 35 or something, like, man, John Dilo's 28 and oh, he's going through that. Like, all right, let me get my shit together because I want to still skate, you know, when I'm 45 or 46, you know?
No doubt.
Well, you can't deny good skateboarding, you know? And it's like, if you're a good skateboarder and you're fucking out there killing it and no company's biting.
I'm gonna try this. Yummy, fucking yummy.
People bring up that part to me a lot, and it's like, I'm so happy because he played it pretty good because he had me thinking it would be like a couple weeks till they would like do something about the boards, but it was the next fucking day.
1 egg, lean ground beef,
2 years ago?
avocado, jalapeno, onions, feta.
I think you were going to come on the show and maybe talk about your video part or something that just dropped, and like we were going to have the boards here and like be like, oh yeah, but like we're going to do something. And then I think Luis like called us like, hey dude, like he saw the shit and like
It's up on good.
it's done, like he already knows. Yeah.
Darren told me one time, like, Darren Howard, I told you this when you guys did the lab stop at the Diamond Affair on Halloween years ago. I was like, bro, Darren.
Hope your Monday's been good. Mine's been full of rest and recovery and just catching up on all my adult responsibilities. Oh, laundry, dishes, cleaning, sweeping, mopping, food prepping, and yeah, just getting everything ready for the week. Today's really my Sunday. Mondays are my Sunday as far as relax and just rest. And all right, let me get this lit. Yeah, this is my first relief for the day, and I haven't stopped since I got up this morning. So really staying off my feet like I'm supposed to. I'm on my feet. I'm just in a confined space, constantly moving. But, you know, I gotta get all my shit done. And today's disciplinary action is to keep myself busy, or else this thing wants to go skate. And it's like last week, I really had to battle all day in my head, fucking, hey, go skate, go skate, go skate. You can get it. Your body is feeling incredible. Go get it. And yeah, I could have done it. That was the time to do it. But it's battling that, to just be patient and take my time and not rush this shit, and do what has happened in the past. You know, you get hurt, oh, you're off the board for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And that, to me, is starting all over again. You know, I have to start all over. I got to go back to the wall. I got to get the basics and all of my weighted boards and start all over and then graduate back to where I'm at. And like right now, I'm in the rotation of boards to where, you know, I'm at the point of skating now where I'm skating about 4 or 5 boards in rotation, and you know, making my way back to my consistency and really my confidence, you know, because I know how to do all these tricks, and I have to know here that this body is locked in with my mind to catch it and follow. And if my body is lagging behind, this thing's way too fast and I will get hurt. You know, my mind will hurt my body. So I have to stay ahead of that. And you know, with my older age and wanting to be able to do this as much as I can, you know, one day I'm going to wake up and I'm not going to be able to do it anymore. You know, my time will be done, and I know that. So you know, I'm doing it now. I'm getting my shit now. And this fucking you know, next round, this next round of starting my life all over from fucking ground zero to getting back to where I want to go is incredible. And I don't want to jeopardize that either, because in the last, 3 times I had to restart from ground zero, and I was restarting from past mistakes. I was doing the same thing that I did, and then doing the same thing that I did. And now I'm not doing the same thing that I did. And I'm battling that every day. And it's difficult, but challenging at the same time. And I know that, there's a greater reward for me at the end of this, mastering patience. And yesterday was a good test of patience, especially early in the morning. It's just good having good friends, because people that know and understand and can feel can help get you back to where you need to be really fast, And when triggered, it's great to always be able to have a friend to rely on, and that can relate, So, yeah. Cheers to Kyle. He's a good dude. And there's a link in the description. Check out his channel. He's just posting skate videos of our progression, all of our friends, and good energy, and how we store our week and go get it. All the shit that he's got to deal with, and all of our other friends got to deal with. We get one day to get together and put all that shit aside and release and combine our energy and feed and fuel. And that keeps us going. That helps charge all of us throughout the next week to get through. And, that's something I didn't really have before, nobody's ever really understood how I feel. And, when you're a skateboarder, you're just the same. There isn't a color, there isn't a gender, there isn't. It's an ore, it's just a ball of fucking fueling energy. And, you can feel and relate to the right positive energies, In skateboarding, there's a lot of negative energies, a lot. So with your greater positivity and your wisdom, you can overcome all that shit and just fucking lead the pack, and your energy will follow you. So it's something that I've learned, and something that I'm doing, ain't no fucking lie, I'm fucking living it. So it's incredible. And I love this new start of my life, restarting all over. And this time it's without alcohol. All those other times, 3 times in the past, alcohol. They were all started off alcohol, and they all ended with alcohol. And this one didn't start with alcohol, and it won't end with alcohol. And I'm in control of that. So it is a life that I haven't lived yet, and it just feels incredible. That's all I can say is, like, you can't get sober until you need to get sober. When your body can't survive it anymore. And a lot of people make it, a lot longer in life. But luckily for me, I made it only to about, 40, 42 years old. I was partying hard for decades. And fucking my body couldn't handle it no more. And it was either that was going to kill me or I was going to kill myself. And it was all the contribution. So I eliminated it, and I just watched all of it melt and fade away. And I look at it, and I was just saying this yesterday to Kyle and Ryan. It's like, I don't know where 20 years of my fucking life went. Like, I remember I worked my ass off. I worked a lot. I didn't sleep. And I was constantly doing a dozen things at one time. I mean, multiple things I had going on. And, with that and alcohol fueling me, at the age of 42, it just all came to an end. And, I was on my deathbed again. So, coming off my deathbed again, 6-7 months ago now, I get a whole new look on life, especially being alcohol-free, because I had been alcohol-free starting all over again, and this restart even allowed me to kind of sharpen my senses and acknowledge my awareness more, because I was just learning it. And now, I could have had a bad episode yesterday, and literally it only took, with Kyle being here and helping me, minutes, not even that, maybe 3 minutes. And I just was able to come to the rationality of my own awareness, deal with the trigger, reset it, and start all over. And it was the first time I was able to really notice that I had the control that I have over it now. So that's the thing, it's like building these patience. I was one that could lose control really fast, really fucking fast. And it's almost like a blackout moment. It's incomparable to like skateboarding. You land a trick that you weren't even really ready for. You knew that you were gonna do it. It kind of felt good, but you surprised yourself and you landed, and it's just like this insane amount of euphoria of surprisement and adrenaline at the same time. And then it's like, holy shit, it was effortless, but I gotta chase it now, to get it again. I know I gotta chase it, and you just want to go and repeat it and do it again. So that's the fun that we have. But you're just knowing the right time and place to do it, and if your body's gonna make it through it. I'm not wearing stance underwear, so I gotta adjust. This is part of the recovery, though, me getting these things out of my head that I know from personal feel. And I could say them to myself right here in the smoking chambers, and it's just gonna resonate and bounce off the walls. But if I say it to you, it's going through me as it's going through you. You get to feel it. And that's one power that I have. I have a superpower of making people feel a certain way. And I try not to use that power in a negative way. I try not to use it in harm or make somebody feel bad. And that's what I did in the past. I used that power to I couldn't express the way that I felt, because it doesn't matter what you say. Nobody's going to understand. Nobody's really going to fucking listen. But I could express the way I felt about myself by making you feel a little taste of it, I could give you a little bit, or I could ball a bunch of energy up, and I could give it to you a lot emotionally without really saying too much. And I don't really have any regret in any of the way that I did it in the past, because I feel that anything maybe negative at that time was not negative to me. It was just truth to them, and I had to do it in a negative way, but it wasn't a threatening or harmful way. I never did it like that. I did it verbally and mentally. So I would paint a picture for you, because you weren't listening. Nobody was listening. Nobody hears you. So I would paint a picture that you could fucking see, and now you can understand. And So today, you know, I'll just tell you straight up how the fuck I feel. You know, and in the past, I would hold all that shit in. I just don't give a fuck anymore because nobody else gives a fuck, you know? And I always feel if I can do anything, it's just to help one person feel better, you know? It's not help them do anything physically, it's just to help them feel better emotionally. Because this, you know? The physical part isn't here. So why be fake about that, you know? That's what all those other like all that shit doesn't matter. You know, life's too short. I can tell you that from my experience. I'm lucky to be sitting here relating this to you and to me. I feel lucky today. You know, I woke up this morning, it was like, man, I feel like I kind of got robbed yesterday because my left knee was it was sensitive, it was hurting. And anytime I went to pop, it was just like a knife stab, and like that doesn't feel good, you know? I limited myself from my own skating yesterday. I didn't let my mind beat me. So I just took it easy and chilled, and I still had an equal amount of, well, not equal, you know, if I would have been doing what I really wanted to do, I would have been fucking supercharged today, you know? But, it's not my time yet, you know? It's not. I felt like I would have been, yeah, I could have done some amazing things yesterday on my skateboard in my own mind, but I would have been really stressing my body to get those. And it's not about that anymore. Like, I'm lucky to be able to stand on the motherfucker, you know? I'm lucky to be able to cruise down the damn road. So I try not to let myself, you know, hurt myself, basically. Fuck. And, you know, really that's all that's on my mind about me skating right now is going to this fucking little skate park down the road with the bank and doing these flip tricks like I used to. I used to, you know, 10 years ago, I'd get off a fucking 12-hour shift and working hard all day long, and I would go to the skate park, and I had a quarter pipe on one side and a bank on the other and a fun box in the middle, and I would just go back and forth like it was a mini ramp, and fucking I'd do all flip tricks on one side and all training tricks on the other side and manuals in the middle. That's all I would fucking do there. And they had a manual pad and a box, so yeah, I was skating all that. It was like everything I needed. It was a little training facility to get me back where I needed to be to feel good on my skateboard. You know, it's what really, that was my gym. And at the time I was getting these shots in my knees, and fucking they were taking the pain away, you know, especially drinking, you know, whiskey and fucking and Bloody Marys. They were taking the pain away. But at the same time, knowing what I know now, I was adding to a lot of my pain, diet-wise and alcohol-wise. You know, if I would have known what I know now 10 years ago, oh my God, I could have been, I know how much better I could have felt then, you know? And with that kind of feeling at that age, you know, early 30s, I could have been doing, you know, 24 things at one time and fucking doubling what I had done before. But, you know, knowing what I know now, it probably would have killed me. That stress, I probably would have not been able to beat that amount of stress, because doing the dozen things at one time, I had a huge amount of stress, you know? And at the time I was responsible for a fucking $1 billion facility, you know? If not more. All of it was on me. So I hit the wrong button or opened the wrong valve, and kaboom, like, you know, that's a job, that's career loss, that's everything.
and one wrong move, that kind of stress, you know? And, but it just made me better. It made me faster. I was fueling off that stress, you know? I could eat that shit, you know, honestly. I could just, yeah, I look back at it and how I did it all, and it was like I used all that negative stress as just fuel to just keep fucking going, keep doing it, and defying what everybody would say or was saying and beat all odds. And I did that. I did. 100%. So I have all that on my resume. I'll quit gabbing now because I got a lot to gab about on Halloween, you know. Halloween, I'm going to be 4 years alcohol free, and I'm going to tell you how I did it, how I started it, and how I'm continuing to do it, which is part of what I just told you today. So that story will lead up to today, and I guess to the videos till Halloween. I ain't gonna tell you nothing else. You're just gonna figure it out. I'll show you my daily recovery and skating, my rewards, and yeah, keep the gabbing down. All links are in the description for everything you need to fucking figure out, find out. One of those goddamn links will fucking start your journey, you know? Because one of them in there started mine. And when I was getting sober, it wasn't about... I was on my deathbed, I'll tell you this. Yeah, you know what? I ain't telling you shit. Wait till Halloween and I'll tell you the whole fucking story. I'll tell you the whole fucking story. So... pack your pipe, and you may want to pack 2 pipes. Yeah. I'm thinking about smoking my my Halloween pipe, my church warden. Oh man, because it's a 3-hour smoke. All right, I'm gonna get back to resting. We'll see you all bright and early on that toilet. Have a good evening.